Hello there. So my name's Ruth Crowther. I'm one of the psychologists at the Banyans residence. And I'm here just to have a brief chat about anxiety and also panic. So we know both pre-pandemic and certainly during, maybe, I don't think we're post-pandemic, but currently anxiety is a real issue for a lot of people. We've had a lot of uncertainty happening in the last couple of years. And people are starting to really struggle with that, or they have been struggling for a while and maybe haven't realized really that it's as big an issue as it is. So I want to talk a little bit about what the signs and symptoms are, how they may present, and also what you can do to help manage that. So importantly, they present slightly differently from person to person. It's super important we're aware of what the symptoms are in order to be able to fully monitor what's happening for us and manage our mental, emotional, and physical health and well-being. So some of the signs and symptoms to look out for are that kind of constant sense of nervousness, that feeling of being on edge, feeling a bit restless, a sense of tension. Sometimes certainly in panic, you get that increasing sort of fear of having your anxiety and panic triggered. So maybe you start to avoid situations. And when panic does get triggered, you get that real sense of doom or imminent danger, which can be really overwhelming. With both anxiety and panic, we have these physiological fight-flight responses. So, we're basically preparing to escape from typically something like a saber-toothed tiger. We have that increase in heart rate, hyperventilation. We start to sweat from our palms, and other parts of our body. We may start to tremble. We might suddenly have digestion or gastrointestinal issues. Basically, everything that is occurring is your body's attempt to protect you from a perceived danger, but often the danger is actually not something that is a real danger. There's also an inability to control or manage worry or concern. And with panic, again, as I said before, there's that desire to avoid things, situations, or people that might start to trigger those anxious responses. So seeking the input and support of professionals is a really important first step in the direction of learning how to manage anxiety and panic, and also healing from these and finding ways so they're less impactful on our quality of life. This said, there's a number of tools that you can actually use to build your ability to self-manage your anxiety. These include things like connecting with someone you trust to share your experiences, setting aside specific times to focus on your worries rather than allowing them to flow throughout the day. And there's a whole wealth of evidence that shows that allocating this time is really effective in terms of managing anxiety and worry during the day. And you can do this using an app. Something like Reach Out has an app called Worry Time, where you basically allocate a block of time in the day to focusing on those worries. It's important to invest in your physical health. Get your body moving, get good nutrition on board. We know that by increasing our energy output, if you like, and our cardiovascular exercise, really helps with supporting us to create those new neural pathways. Similarly, gut health is critical here. So focus on nutrition, getting really good food in your body to help support both the brain function, your emotional responses, and also to enable you to engage in physical health and well-being. Breathing exercises can be really helpful. They're not helpful for absolutely everybody. Some people really struggle with them, but the majority of people, the evidence shows that breathing exercises when you have feelings of anxiety or panic can be really, really effective. Another one is to use temperature. So there's a DBT skill called TIP, whereby you use ice, cold temperature, a cold shower to help activate the parasympathetic nervous system, it's got the vagus nerve, and help reduce those feelings of anxiety. A final thing to do is monitor what's going on for you. So keep notes in a journal. What you're experiencing, when is it happening, what are your triggers, what are the patterns in how your sort of your mood and your responses and your anxiety are going. What are the patterns you're looking for? And also, what are those early signs? And when you have a sense of what that is, that's when we know how to intervene. So this is a little bit of a sort of whistle-stop tour to anxiety, what it can look like, and ways in which you can manage it. I hope it's helpful. Thanks. Bye.